Hi, hello. Here we are back again. Um, I will just get to the game window if it will let me. I think it let me. Is it working? Okay, now it's black. Oh, I forgot. Okay, one moment, 1 second. I of course forgot to set it up. Here we go. Be the banner saga. Yay! There should be game now on. Amazing. Okay, fixed it. So here we are again with this lovely saga of my suffering because people are hurting each other constantly when the world is ending. And I just wish we all got along, didn't backstab each other, you know, all the good things. I'm still salty about the betrayal last time. Just like, oh, do you really trust all those people? How dare you trust them? I guess I will just come and personally ruin your life. But I think everybody survived besides the traitors. So, could it be worse? I'm trying my best for all my people. And I will make sure that we all survive. If I even can. I don't know by this point. Where are we? What are we doing? We're at the camp. We have no supplies. Oh yeah, I remember I was talking about how next time we stream we're just gonna be starving out of hunger. Which yeah, hunger is the reason you starve. Anyway, so that's great. Where are we going? I need to review the information. Are we going there? I maybe? An aging and saline mess of a city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. While Omnsdal grew early into an important hub of trade, its Twin City Borsgard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hack. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Reykjavik. It almost sounds like Reykjavik, honestly. And Tistel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and the suffering poor. That's like the real world. But yeah, I don't remember entirely where are we going. I think maybe here, which is still some ways off. But yeah, no food, so that's wonderful. I wish I could rest because I have hurt people. Can't do that. Can't level anybody because I might need to buy food somewhere. Life is terrible at the end of the world. Do you have something to say? I'm glad I trusted you. Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rock? Bad. I can never guess with you, Akil. Can you hear my cat meowing in the background? It's very loud. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? It's not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Well, I mean, I don't think he's like a bad person. Why didn't you warn us about Onef? I mean, I'm pretty sure he did. Didn't he say some stuff that they were taking over the city and doing some shady stuff? And then Olaf was like, no, it's Ekil who is the crazy one and you shouldn't listen to him. But it was all bullshit, really. How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. I mean, yeah, that was pretty much what was happening. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rock. Family makes you do weird things. I mean, that's fair. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. That's messed up. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. It sounds like Anef was like projecting and calling Ekil everything that he actually was. Projecting as his like negative qualities on Ekil. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, poke his guts out. And somehow that turned into... And somehow that turned into overtime. He never cared. And I gave up and did what he wanted. Oh. So essentially, Onef was like an evil bastard. He married your sister. Then he killed her. Then you were super upset and depressed and angry about that, which is reasonable when somebody murders your sister, and it kind of messed with your head. And then Onef kind of end up manipulating you and making people think that you are the bad person or something. That sucks. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostwell, guess I will just say it wasn't my idea. Well, I don't know, I like him, even though it seemed worrying at the start. Had no plans to go anywhere. They are going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything. That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. I mean, Ekir never did anything to me. He never hurt me in any way as far as I remember. Maybe I am forgetting something, but I feel like I'm not. And I need to take a piss. We are not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Ekir steps away from your camp. Maybe you should shake his hand before he takes a piss. I don't know if they wash. Okay. How is the wound? I'm glad she didn't die. I just genuinely thought she just died when the game was like that she dropped down all wounded and everything. I was sure she's just done for. So I'm glad she's not. You note if Oddleif wins as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure. Well, I'm really glad you're... Yeah, that's pretty much what Rock is thinking. I'm on the same page here. You would have missed me, Rock? He smiles. Without a win, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. Well, I hope I can put up with your crap for a long time. You didn't do any crap in this caravan. All you do is just make things better for everybody. It still aches like you wouldn't believe though. Oh, maybe you would. Or you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. They could have gone way worse. Like seriously, they could have gone so much worse. I feel like it actually turned out way better than I expected. That I was like relieved by the end of the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I would say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all those people. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Not like I don't have enough to worry about though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rock. Well, I'm glad we are around too. What do you think about the caravan? I mean, should we start kicking people out? No. We don't leave anybody behind. And nobody else in this caravan in any way threatened me. That's a tough one. Usually I will be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it, but I didn't suggest it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my bag. I'll leave things for a long moment before signing. Don't set anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I mean, there is only that much I can do. It was a miracle I survived the last immunity, I guess. And Aled only survived because she was able to murder somebody, so yeah, it's not exactly that easy. I will let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I will take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I will talk to you later. I wonder if some kind of relation will end up emerging there. I mean, how many days it was? How long are we traveling here together? I don't know. Well, I promised you rest, but you are not getting rest because people will starve and we just need to go. People will starve anyway and I will hate it, but there is nothing I can do. Ah, here we go. People are dying. Okay, there is a village. We won't have to starve for too long. Well, a well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Well, if I was... if... This is like such a... It almost feels like the game triggered on purpose, as I am out of food, and I could force them to give me the livestock, but I won't. Because that's not the kind of person I am, and that's not the kind of an example I want to give to those people. If we somehow in this caravan end up being like the last survivors of this darkness and monsters and the Grand Serpent, then I wish to make a better example of how we should treat each other. I could offer the trade and then, you know, get some food probably. But but I would rather just take them with me. Like I said, we don't leave anybody behind. And if what everybody is saying is true, sooner or later, this place will be overrun by darkness or dredge anyway. So, they might be dead if they stay here. So, I will at least try. You warn the farmer of the approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, "This land is my life. I lose that, might as well be dead." The farmlands slowly nod their agreement, neither joining you or lowering their weapons. Okay, well, that's your choice. I don't think it's a good choice, but there is nothing I can do about that, and I'm not gonna be mean to you. What's his is his, you say to the caravan. No sense fighting those trying to protect themselves. Grumbling bounces around through the clansmen, but the caravan is once again moving. Why do my clansmen are upset about this? Why would you want to attack farmers that are just trying to live their life? Imagine when we still had our village, and if somebody came to our village like, hey, give me your cattle or we're just gonna murder you. Come on, have some sense. And now more people will die. I basically paid the price of those people's lives by sparing those farmers and not stealing from them. I mean, I don't know if that was all that good decision. Depends how you look at it. I don't want to have a blood of innocent farmers on my hands. I don't want to steal their cows. But then when you kind of think about it, don't I now have the blood of my own clansmen and fighters on my hands? That I left to starve to death? Because there was something I could do? Well, there was something I could do. I could have stolen the cattle or killed the farmers or something. But I didn't. Okay, I guess maybe I did something good here. Like, who am I to decide whose life is worth more? Am I supposed to attack people and steal from people so I can save other people? Like, my clansmen are important to me because I know them and I care about them personally. But does that make them more important than those farmers? But then on the other hand, the dredge will come soon eventually, or the darkness will come, and those people then will die anyway. So isn't it like a big waste in the end? Aldous Cadley will die anyway, probably. But does that mean that entitles me to take it now? Like, I don't know. It's hard life on the road. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we see is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Well, but some of them joined me. Wish they brought some food though. Which they didn't. Once again, we will spend everything I have to be able to survive on the road. I'm just buying all the food, honestly. I don't care. I won't level my people again. But at least we have 16 days of food now. And I will rest a bit. My god. Who is still injured? Can I at least... Okay, one more day. Now I have 2 weeks of food. That should be enough to not have any more innocent people just starving. Why can't we just go hunt or something with all those people? Can I not just send people out into the woods or something? I don't know. Well, time to move on. It's unfair when I leave the village and it's like the end of the day and then it's instantly taking food away from me too. Oh, I see a godson, I think. Who is it gonna be this time? Oh. A mother's screams flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in the tent. But that's bad. We all know who did this, she spits, staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously. Wow. I mean... murder over a marriage, in those times, something must be done. The accused woman remains silent. We don't know who did it. I'm not gonna punish people. Like, we need to investigate. A healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits that she had always known her daughter was ill and everyone moves on. Then why didn't you come? Why didn't you? Okay. Look how messed up this is. Why didn't you come to the healer? I mean, okay, the infection was old, so maybe the healer couldn't do anything anymore. But did you ever stall anybody? Like, the healer didn't know, and we are on the road for at least like 100 days by now. Like, when did the infection happen? And then you went and like used this accident of your own child dying to get somebody else punished or killed? Or like, how vile is that? Oh hey, my daughter died. I guess I will use it to accuse this other woman so we get rid of her. What the hell? That's just terrible. Oh my god, okay, why are we moving on? Somebody should at least told her that she's bad. I'm mad. Oh, hi, hybrid. You bring pizza. Did you hear my upset rant, or did you miss my upset rant? I was just so upset the moment before you showed up. And hi, Cassie. Yay, people. I am not alone anymore. Not alone anymore with those people in the caravan doing ridiculous things. Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants, surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere and one of those supply wagons is yours." By remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. Oh, so hybrid. So okay, I don't know if you were around here last stream, but like the last time I was playing, there were those two women arguing over like marriage. I think like one of them had a son or something, and they like trying to get arranged marriage. I don't remember the details, but they got like into argument and whatever, right? And then that kind of blew over and nothing happened. And just now, one of this women, her daughter died apparently in her tent. I mean, not apparently, she died. And this woman was like, I know who did it. It was murder. This other woman did it. The one I was arguing with before. And to like, and then I actually went to like investigate the dead. And this daughter, without a shadow of a doubt, died from disease. Like nobody murdered her. Like what the hell is wrong with this woman? Like imagine you wake up in the morning and you are like, oh, my daughter died from disease that I know about for months. I guess I will just use it to accuse this other woman so we can get her banished. Like, rather than just being sad or like depressed over death of your daughter, you instantly decide to use it to like fuck over somebody else. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm just like mad at those people. And then like she even admitted that she knew that her daughter was sick. And from the way it seemed like she never even went to like a healer, because we apparently have a healer in this caravan who examined the dead body of the daughter and confirmed it was like an old infection. Like, how old? How long was your daughter ill and you never went for help to anybody else in this whole caravan? Like, I'm just like mad. So, that is that. What's going on here? Nothing concerning you, he replies. And before you start telling me otherwise, those are my clansmen. That they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. No, all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't. Okay, well... yeah, hybrid, like, just few red flags. And I can't believe that once she admitted that she knew her daughter was ill at this time, and that she basically lied on purpose, the caravan just moved on. Just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, nobody even told her that she's, like, terrible. I don't know. Okay, well... and when it comes to this dude here... on one hand, I understand not getting myself involved in somebody else's village business. And... if you had people in your village who were going to like run away with your food and pretty much abandon you and strangle you without having anything to eat, I can see you being upset over that and like wanting to kill them, kind of. And I don't know the whole story. So I feel if I draw my weapon and I jump to the defense of those peasants, I'm basically making a moral judgment here that I decide that it was okay for those peasants to try to steal the food and leave behind other people back. And I don't know how this person was ruling this village before, like I don't know anything. So I don't know if I have authority to decide what's the correct thing to do here. And I could get myself not involved. I could just leave and let them deal with their problems. But those... But I don't know, I feel like you should not be going for murder as your way to resolve this. You could give those you could give those clansmen that one card of food and let them leave and try to yeah, kind of. Well, it depends on the affairs, I guess, and depends on the specific context of the situation. Like, definitely, I remember so far in this journey, at least like couple times, I actually picked the option to not get involved. I think, like, I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I remember that at least once or twice I didn't get myself involved, and I think the results were not always the greatest. And I also remember there were some situations when I tried to stand back and not get myself involved, and then people died. And then kind of things went to shit. So it didn't always work out well for me. And sometimes getting myself involved worked out for me. So it's like a difficult decision here because it kind of sounds... I don't know, it doesn't seem like I should be killing this dude. But he's about to kill those people. And he's literally offering me a cart full of food to move on and don't get myself involved. So if he can spare the food, why not just... Okay, so basically he can spare the food and he can leave without those clansmen because he's about to kill them. So essentially, he could just give them that cart of food and let them go. Just punish them. You don't need to kill them, really. At least that's my understanding of the situation. But yeah, I don't think I can just go and be like, yeah, I don't care about people being murdered. And from all those options, that's the only one I have that like prevents the murder. And instead makes me the murder person. I don't know. The man turns completely towards you, shaking his head. I mean, yeah. And like, that's totally a good point here. And I agree that you should not be like encouraging people stealing shit. But is killing really the punishment here? Like, is it appropriate? You can even just banish them without anything. And then they might just actually die anyway. Is that more cruel than just dying them right away? Is banishing them without giving them any food more cruel than just killing them outright? Or maybe they will survive. I don't know. But I don't know, I just don't think, regardless of whether I am right or wrong in this situation, I don't think I could just like move on and be like, oh okay, then kill your clansmen, why do I care, bye. I don't know. I need to close the window because it's getting like... blowing those leaves all over the place. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is the perfect decision to make. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe if I don't know. This game makes me suffer. What a weird setup. I prefer when everybody is like standing kind of closer together. But you should be here. You should be here. Oh my god. And you should be here. Or even here. Who is having the first turn? I guess I can just also make the first shot. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, I will regret this. Okay, no. Come on! I hate them sometimes. Okay, who has next turn? Ah, those guys are pretty close by. I don't think... Oh my god, okay, now... How far do they walk? Should I just... I don't... I guess I'm just gonna focus this dude for now. I like that animation. Ah. I'm still sorry for him that he's missing a hand, arm. Nice. I'm gonna end up with injured person again. Do you have? Could just do that, then you don't have to move from where you're standing. Fun. Okay. That dude has next turn, so... Come on! That's not fair, that's so much damage! I think the magic stuff is like bypassing the armor, which is helpful. That's a stupid skill. This dude is on full health. Nice. That was very hurtful. I wonder if she's gonna... Okay. That's bad. Ouch. Okay. Could be worse. Who has... Nice. She's gonna shot him. Okay. Could be worse. You better not miss. Okay. I think he has next turn. Oh, come on! That's annoying. This is worrying. That's lucky. I don't think he has anywhere to escape though, so... Yeah. I mean, I guess he could like go over there, hide from this other dude. Nah. Rude. Okay. Cool. Please don't shoot him. Of course. I don't know what else I expected. I wish there was just at least one fight when I don't get people injured. This dude has like full health. It's gonna mess somebody up. Ooh. Okay, move away, Pierce. And now blast him. Oh, come on! But that was my own fault. And that was lucky. Okay. She has more heads. Oh. Come on. Great. Okay, that's lucky. Again. I suffer. If you miss, I'm gonna be so... Come on! Okay. That'll be worse. I feel like he's more threatening to my mage dude. I think I'm just gonna do that instead. Okay. Oh my god. Hi, Panda! I'm making dubiously moral decisions that I don't know if they are good or not. Because there is no such thing as a good decision anymore when the world is ending, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see what comes out of this. With the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. I don't need the foreigners to be there. It is true what he said, one tells you. We took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me. I would let them die. They hesitantly join your caravan. Yeah, so... Was this a good thing to do or not? Like... Doesn't really feel like it was a good thing to do. Sure, I prevented somebody killing somebody by killing them. Like, what's the judgment here? Who makes those decisions? Essentially, hey, here is a village. Though, like, in a way, it's almost if I went into a village and somebody would be executioning somebody for some crime, and I said no and killed them for that. But then again, I don't think what they did deserved being killed for. But then, like, there was not... If I was in this situation and I had more choices, I would try to argue that, like, hey, you can banish them or something, or like, I don't know, force them to work, or like, do anything else than just ending the life. Because that just seems extreme. Panda, aren't things dark for like days now? I feel like the things are constantly dark, and this game is forcing on me all kinds of decisions to make that are making me upset. And also now that they joined me Who is it to say that now they won't like steal my food and try to leave? And what? Then I will have to kill them? Everything is stupid. Got some supplies though. And people to replace the ones that died, I guess, because they starved to death because of my other choices. This better be some nice god, maybe. Well, basically, Panda, the options were like, what I stumbled upon was a group of like civilians about to be killed by a group of warriors. And once I ask what's going on, the warriors tell me, hey, those are our village people, they stole our food and tried to leave. So they basically catch up to them and decided to kill them for stealing the food and leaving. And that's all the information I have. And like, who I am to decide here who should die and who should live? Why am I deciding that the life of those peasants that stole food is worth more than the life of those warriors who were stolen from? Like, I essentially made a moral judgment at this point that, like, you know, there was no option other than fight them or don't get yourself involved. Maybe I should just not get myself involved. But then I'm leaving behind those people to be killed. But instead, by involving myself, I killed people. So like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that if you were really in this caravan and living this life, it would keep you up at night, wondering if you did the right thing or not. and you know, there were some past experiences in this game when I decided to not get myself involved, and then things went to shit very quickly. So you could think that you could, you know, you could consider how the past experiences are also shaping my current decisions at this point. Also, Panda, you missed something even more messed up that got me super mad. I don't know if you were here on the last stream, but the last time I was playing this game, there were those two women who like argued over marriage or something. I think one of the women had a son. They wanted to like arrange the marriage. It was like this whole argument. I told them to like stop it and stuff, and then like nothing happened after that. And today, a while ago, one of these women comes to me and she tells me that her daughter died in the tent. And then she's like, my daughter died, she was murdered by this other woman. We need to like punish her or something. The other woman she argued with. So I decide to investigate the murder, and the healer comes up and he like inspects the corpse and essentially informs me that the daughter died of an old infection. There is no like any physical harm to the body, no poison. She had like infection and she just eventually died from it. And it was old, God knows how old. And then this woman admits that she knew about it and she knew her daughter was ill. And like, can you imagine? Like, can you imagine, like, she woke up in the tent and she was like, oh, my daughter died from the sickness I knew about. Let's go to the caravan chief and tell him that she was murdered by this woman I dislike, so I can get her killed. What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? That's like unbelievable. And like, how old was the infection and how long did you know about it? Why did you never came to the healer yourself? Did you not told? Did you like not tell anybody that your daughter was dying from this infection? Like, we clearly didn't know. But you say you knew. Like, why? What the hell? So like, and then we didn't even do anything about it. She just like admitted, oh yeah, I lied, and we just moved on. Okay. that that's like that's something that happened. Okay. The imposing godson of Bjornulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. In fact, in honor of Bjornful, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. The only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Well, I'm glad they are having some fun for once. I wonder why is that the only god that matters. I wanna know. You look up the godstone, Bjornful's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Oh, I guess it's like a god of like drinking or something, or god of partying, that's why it's the only important one. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjornful was one of the most popular gods of men and war, the one who taught them how to brew. Yeah, that's definitely the most important skill. It seems like more than coincidence that the long fields around Bjornful's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. It's the power of the gods. Well, we have some days of supplies, and we deserve some fun after all this shit. You accept the mead being offered to you and settle in to enjoy one of the few times you felt good since leaving Skogr. Somehow, despite everything that happened, you are able to let it go for a short while. That's nice. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjornstone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the spectre of bad fortune, you think to yourself. I'm glad we had that moment. It does look stern. My god. I don't know, I wish people weren't acting this way. Maybe I'm the weird one, but I feel like, hey, we are all in mortal danger. Why won't we all start, you know, working together and being nice to each other? But no, I will use the death of my daughter to get somebody hurt. And other weird behaviors. Someone been nicking extra goods from the supplies, a concerned woman tells you. Counted those myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we will be all starving before long. Yeah, we already starved once. So, I would be happy to avoid that fate. Lost a few extra guards, Alex Salzman, announced the number of missing supplies, results in not planning. Well, okay. I post more guards. I mean, posting more guards sounds like the easy option. The game is making it sound like I could, and I have people to spare. I can ask people. I already learned that not everybody in this caravan is actually willing to cooperate, so, you know. That is like, you know, a fair option too, although the people who are stealing might not care, and this kind of like global group punishment, I never liked it, so let's just post the guards, isn't that like reasonable? Better and a further thief, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually pointing out the extra manpower, but nobody seems to raise an alarm for now. Okay, sounds good to me. And we seems to...
Week is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Alright, they got here before us. Right, Panda! I wish we were taking better care of each other in this caravan, because this is all we have. This is literally all we have. We have no home. We have nowhere to go. Like, we have only each other. The rainy week comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past but are eventually spotted. Dredgers start ambling in your direction. Also, it's lovely that now I apparently am aware of the fact that dredge are pretty much people and they have babies and families. Like, why are we fighting too if the end of the world is coming? I wish we weren't fighting dredge either. Can we have a chat about this? Like, come on. What is that? Points out Oddleif up near one of the longhouses. Yeah, don't we even have like an infant dredge in my caravan? What's up with that? Didn't hear about that infant for a while. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. Okay. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. I don't think, Panda. I mean, I don't think so. I still don't have the whole picture of the situation, honestly. And the facts are that the facts that I know is that there were like the two wars and the dredge attacked first every time, and the dredge have like a genuine factual history of trying to murder humans and take over and attack and everything. But basically, I don't know how much you like missed of like the story, but basically turns out that the reason why the dredge are like marching at us this time, it's not because they actually want to fight us, but there is like end of the world coming from there. Like they are coming from up north, but it's not an invasion. They are also running away from the world ending. So if that wasn't happening, I suppose they weren't like attack us now. But yeah. But my point is that like the way the game starts at the beginning and everything, it kind of makes it seem like they are like kind of like zombie, I guess. But by now it turns out they are not. And it's some kind of just like other race, I guess. But now I feel like if we actually know that they are also running away from the end of the world, why can't we just talk about this? It's like there is some kind of darkness coming. It's darkness and then it's dark. I don't know. I didn't see the darkness, but it's apparently progressively moving from north down south. Darkness. And there is this like gigantic serpent snake dragon thing that's about the size of a mountain. And the dragon snake thing was apparently supposed to eat the world, because that's what the prophecy said. And then the dragon snake thing was like, oh hey, I can't eat the world because there is a different end of the world already happening. So that kind of sucks. So it's kind of sitting back, I guess. Like this whole world is super messed up at this point, because it's like, okay, we will defeat Dredge, amazing. Now we have the darkness to deal with. We will somehow magically make the darkness not swallow the world, and then the serpent will be like, oh, green light for me to end the world instead. Like, what the hell? How many different endings of the world you can have at one time? But anyway, putting that aside, so I'm not leaving because I have reaffirmed time and time again that the policy here is that we are not leaving anybody behind. Even though it gets me into troubles time and time again. I'm just wondering, would I rather rush to help or lead them away? I don't want to fight Dredge because they are stronger than me. Like, if I have only wars in the fight, then Right, Panda? Like, what the hell? I would just try to lead them away and probably regret it. The least we can do is give whoever that is a fighting chance, you say. You take a small group to pull them away from the longhouse and make them chase you through the fields. So it's clear you're going to have to deal with them before you can return to the caravan. Oh well, that's the worst ending. And he is hurt badly. Can I level you? Do I have enough? Yeah. Something. Something better than nothing. Gonna switch you for a stronger person. This is the worst outcome. Should have just fight them at the door. Oh my god, there is like billion of them. Can everybody stand together? I just prefer when they are stand together. Which is maybe a bad thing. Or like go into the corner. My god. Can I have even more injured people? Ow. You can't even move out from there. My god. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. So far. A cool animation, but I hate them anyway. Oh, you can do all of this, dude. I almost just downed him. That's made me happy. That made me less happy. Can you imagine he is still fighting, missing an arm? What a dedication. I'm like impressed by that. Cool. You know, since this ended up in a fight anyway, I just kind of wish I fought at the barn. At least I would know who is inside the barn. But this way I don't even find out, and I'm just like somewhere in the fields. So it's not like the best outcome in the world. Hi. Yeah, I like him. And I still don't know what I'm doing with myself. I should like chip away some of the health of this dude. I didn't really do much to him yet. Now I'm gonna... Okay. Well... I won't regret it as much as I thought I would. So that's nice. Great. Can you just move away so maybe you won't get injured for once? Nobody else will just get injured. Or maybe nobody will. Oh hey, nobody is down yet. Maybe this will be my best... Oh no. Okay, he's going that way. I'm gonna just give him some armor. In case he actually ends up getting to him. My god. Oh, I blocked myself. Okay, well... This might... Just move away. This might be the best fight so far, maybe. Like, he's kind of going that way. Wonderful. One last hit point. And I blocked myself again. Okay, just don't do anything. Oh my god. This is... Maybe I don't remember all the fights. But is this literally the first time in this whole game when nobody got injured in a fight? How magical. After how many days? 130 something, 136 days on the road. I suck at the fighting in this game. With the dredge taken care of, you return to the caravan and the people are relieved to see you. You can't be sure what happened to the man in the longhouse, but at least your conscience is clean. But my curiosity is dirty now. If I knew it would just end up in a fight, I would just fight at the longhouse so I would find out who he is. But Panda, I think I just got lucky. I don't think I'm like... Yeah, I think I just got lucky. I could probably like level up somebody soon. What's that? And I'm still mad about the murder accusation. And I'm still mad about the betrayal from the last stream. And I'm still upset about the peasant situation. Oh, and some other bullshit is happening again. The sounds of skirmish alert you to a war surrounded by a half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This war killed my father without reason." Why do you keep killing each other? The war is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. He's not even fighting back, he is just like defending himself. I want to hear what happened first. The warrior shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he is dead." "Lies?" shouted the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward?" The men wildly attack the warrior, who deflects them well enough, but you are uncertain of how long he can keep it up. So... why am I constantly being put in this situation of having to decide other people's lives? And the game is not providing the options I would like to have. I mean, he just said that you are not even giving me a lot of details. What was your business deal? What kind of business deal can you even make when you are in a caravan on the road? What the hell? Because like, okay, it's completely different situation if the business deal was like, I'm mortally sick and you were supposed to send me and sell me medicine, and without that medicine I will die now, and you essentially doomed me to die, whatever. Or like, it's a different situation if the business deal was like, hey, I have some like pretty stones, let's sell them together, and now you like took my money. Like, the business deal is not equal to business deal. I'm not even being given all the information. But literally like 10 minutes ago, I have intervened in a situation because I didn't agree that somebody should be killed for stealing. Pretty much. And ended up killing different people. And now this dude, they are gonna kill him for killing somebody. Everybody is just killing each other all the time. That's what's happening in this whole stream today for like the last hour. Like, I'm not being told what's the deal, but he is admitting to murder, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't want to defend him. I also don't want to like just let them kill him. because I don't exactly know what happened. But there is no option like put him on a trial, gather a group of clansmen to discuss the situation, interrogate people. Like, I am being given two options. Either one option is defend a murderer, and the other option is let them figure it out. And the option number one is the option I don't want to take. So I guess I will just let them do their own thing and hope for the best. You quickly decide this minor scuffle. Minor scuffle? How is that a minor scuffle? Oh, he murdered your father and now you are mad? I guess that's just a minor scuffle. Between man and a war is not worth the caravan precious time. Wow. And none of your business besides. Your warriors return with you, some more reluctant than others. Yeah, that's not what I'm thinking about the situation, but fine. It improved the morale, apparently. Yeah, I don't think that was not like worth the caravan time, but I'm not defending this person if I'm literally being told that he murdered somebody and then he's like admitting to it, and then what? You notice most of the war passing while others sleep. Their brief conversation with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one war at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. And now we can't even get along again. I don't want to just send them ahead and make space between us because we are supposed to cooperate and work together because we are in like dangerous life situation. I would like to ask what's wrong with you, but that question seems judgmental. It sounds like I'm being like, what's wrong with you? Rather than genuinely asking what's the problem so I can, try to communicate and figure it out so we can get along. And the second option also just sounds sarcastic. And that this game is being mean to me. I think you just ruined her dream of marrying a war boy, you say, dimming your smile just right. The giant grins, then throws back his head with booming laughter. Other while joining the meal, and the caravan feels a bit uplifted by it. Oh, finally something good happens. I'm not that bad. The giant explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains fill its space to be alone. But here there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. See, Panda, I complained and now I got more of something good. But I feel like I was pretty on point when I was naming this stream the way I did. The title of the stream. Because that definitely seems to be a theme right now. What's that? Looks like some weird...
Past steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
The Slayer and the Slain. Chapter 7. It's like there is almost one chapter per stream. That's like stream number 8, the chapter 7, close enough. Hi, yeah, well, Panda, it's a valid question. I basically helped him to, explain what's going on. And at the end of the day, he did explain that they just need space, that's just the kind of people they are. They want to live in the in the north to have time to themselves, and I can totally understand that this is being difficult. We are all stressed. There is a bunch of us. I'll probably bundle up in this caravan, nowhere to go, to be alone. You just spend the whole day walking with people. So I get it. Like, I understand they are upset. And I wish, and basically with making a joke, I got the result I was hoping for by basically finding out what's wrong with you. In like non-judgmental way, but just like, hey, what's wrong? What can we do to make it better? Yeah, Ryokyon, I don't know how to exactly read your name, so sorry if I messed it up. But I feel like if there were more positive events, that would be like a completely different kind of game. I think they really just want to make you feel like, hey, the whole world is ending, everything is going to hell, you lost your home, people are dying all around you, everything is tragic. I mean, good things happen from like time to time. Every now and then there is like a party, or we like joke together, or we like win some battle. So it's not like all terrible. But I guess I also feel like in a way it's pretty realistic. I mean, imagine you are living somewhere in some village and suddenly you have to leave everything behind and now you are on this road, you don't have anything, you keep fighting for food. There are like monsters, serpents, darkness, all kinds of stuff happening. So, I don't know, seems realistic in a way. Finally, you arrive at Borsgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions and are littered with the bodies of dredge, war, and men. Excuse the mess, shouts a voice from above the gate. No, it's fine, I'm used to it by now. There is mess. In every place we alive, there is mess already. Looking up, you spy a striking war, his face rutted with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging at the gate doors without luck. Let us in, you shout. How are they gonna let us in between the dredge? Don't we need to like deal with the dredge first? Show me something worth keeping, he shouts, gesturing towards the dredge. You have got to be kidding me, mutters Oddleif as she knocks an arrow. When they open the gate, there is going to be one more corpse. He's mad. At least they are kind of willing to let us in once we help them. Can I like level somebody again? I actually have a lot of points. How much do you cost now? 15. Or should I just get this? Maybe I should just get him up actually. Okay. Can we repeat the success from the previous fight? Probably not. Why is this moron there? I'm just gonna like... I don't know. Oh yeah, you're injured anyway. Everything is tragic, okay. I have way less of a good feeling about this one. Oh, that's annoying. I will have to move now. Where did they... Should I even move? I guess. I don't know if I am far away enough, actually. I still like the animation. Still upset that I wasn't able to take more and more time waiting for, you know. I wonder if she would really eventually show up. I feel like if I just waited like few more days, I feel like she would really actually show up. But I just couldn't spare the time anymore. Like, nothing I could do about that. I can actually blow him up. Nice. Should I just go into offensive? This is a bad idea. Maybe sometimes you need to be a bit more, you know, aggressive. Okay, nobody got hurt by that, so that's nice. I'm too far away to shoot anybody. I'm scared of the big guys though. It's gonna be an issue. Okay, you should have range from here. And it should get both of those guys up. Nice. So now I basically have the biggest one left. Two of them. And he's gonna go down, is he? Or not? Okay, well, lucky. Oh, Jesus. I could do this to just make him attack for less. But I will still need to get the armor down. Oh. God damn it. Oh, great. Okay. I guess that's fair. See, it didn't take long. Now we have 2 injured people. It's like... no time for that to happen. Wrong path. I guess to be fair, I was gonna say one of those people was already injured, but it's him that was already injured, so I can't even use that as a excuse for this bad performance this time. Okay, cool. Yeah, just get the armor down so other people can do more damage too. Cool. If I'm lucky, nobody else is gonna go down at this point. Can you actually just stab him? Cool. Okay, well, this could have gotten better, but it also could have gotten worse probably. So I will take it. Victory! Now there is like at least 5 injured people in this caravan. Maybe more. You are bigger than any other warrant seen before. You barely fit the screen and you are wearing a bear. Impressive. The menders finally noticed what was going on, huh? Then we are either saved or completely screwed. Yeah, one or the other. I'm Rogue. We've come a long way, some as far as Skogr. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you will see me again. It won't be to talk. I don't want any trouble. Mender, come along. We're going to go see the governor. Volberg leaves with Eowyn, who goes willingly, signaling that he is fine. Fen. This is just like Frostwell all over again. I mean... at least they let us inside? So not really? The Frostwell was kind of more messed up than this. This is nothing like Frostwell. The one in Bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. Yeah, I agree with Eva, it's nothing like Frostwell. Ravens, is that good or bad? It depends on who they are working for. Hopefully it really is the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Aewin to tell us if he comes back. I'm not worried about Aedwin, I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought who don't belong here. Well, we don't belong anywhere. There is nowhere for us to go, and there is no way for us to stop. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Borsgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. Yeah, it's like something serious is going down in every single place everywhere, at all times, and it's usually something bad serious. Why can't we have good serious things go down? And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the dogs. Oh my god. At least they let me in, compared to some other places. Like, the Frostwell situation was just a utter tragedy in every way. Like, they didn't even let us through the gates. And then every decision I made was just wrong and just got more people killed. Part of me feels like I kind of feel like the reason why when we got to the war city with the bridge, I feel the reason why I ended up staying to defend the bridge and fight on the bridge and basically get the stupid king to be convinced to destroy the bridge. I feel like part of the reason why I was trying to actually take action was because in Frostwell, when I took no action, it just got more people murdered. And those two brothers, what were they? Hogun and Mogun, that like joined me for 5 minutes and then just died instantly. That was tragic. I'm gonna buy at least some food. And then I'm gonna level somebody. I don't know who, and we need rest, we need food. I can't. I need to keep the renown to buy food. The more food I buy, the less I can level my people, and then the weaker I am when I need to. Okay. It's a disaster. All of that aside, this is very lovely village. If all this bullshit wasn't happening right now, and like there wasn't like end of the world and everything, it would be probably cool to live here. It looks super pretty, and it has like, see, this cool rock, whatever it is. I mean, it looks super cool. When you get to the dock, your heart sings. Not a long ship to be seen aside from wrecks. Bodies float in the water. Buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here? Murmurs Aled. They're all gone, says Aedwin, approaching Alon. I see you had the same thought as me. What happened? Avind, you are okay. It's fine. I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He is in hiding. Why? Why? Since the dredge started appearing, anyone with a ship and a half away left long ago. I mean, that's a fair idea. We did the same. And I keep convinced, and I keep trying to convince everybody along the way to live with me too. People can't live by food. Food is scarce, the markers are bare. Borsgard is a fire keg waiting for someone to tip it over. That's bad. It's like, sometimes I feel whenever we actually reach some kind of city or like, you know, a location populated by people, it's actually worse and like we are kind of trapped. Because I guess when we are on the road as a caravan, everything and anything that happens depends on just us and our decisions. And like, obviously we are influenced by what other people do too, but we are like free to move and like do shit. And then every time we end up being in like a location that has other people, things get like messed up super quickly. Like, oh, here people are killing each other. Here they don't let the refugees in. Here the king doesn't want to destroy the bridge. Here they have no food and can't escape. Like every time it feels like we are trapped inside the walls, even if we just came here willingly. I agree. That's kind of basically what was happening. Like in the Frostwell, the chief or the governor, however, pretty much locked the gates, didn't want to let anybody in. In the... I forgot the name of the city, but that city with the bridge, the War City, not only they didn't even want to let us in at first, and then the king was like, I care more about the bridge than actually people surviving. And here the governor is just like, literally in hiding. But at least he is hiring those ravens, I guess, which is something. So the governor paying the ravens to protect him against his own people and keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre anytime there is a hint of an uprising. Where does that leave us? I promised him the Mender's protection in Arberang. I don't think he's very popular there. Sounds like he is not popular anywhere. We are going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Ormza River all the way to the capital. That sounds like a good plan, though. Leaving another perfectly good city behind, how long will it take to build new ships? I mean, Rock, is it really perfectly good city? And again, whatever the darkness is that's coming, I don't think the walls will save you from that. Hold on, what happens to the people living in Borsgard? It's the best I could do, Alet. No, we are not leaving anybody behind. I'm gonna try to save this whole city, and it will probably get people killed and ruin everything, but I will be a prisoner to my own conscience. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. As soon as people figure out what's going on, there's going to be riots in the streets. Can we not just build enough boats for everybody to live? If everybody okay, like, it sounds like a bunch of people already died anyway. Just build enough boats. There is a whole city of lumber and houses to tear down. A month? Why bother? Bellower will be here within the week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Let's be damned, is there no end to this? No, this is life now. Sorry. Iver roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Aled gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Eywind. What do we do about Bellower? I have no idea. Eywind says nothing for a moment. I don't know. Thanks, that's reassuring. Everything sucks again. As it ever stopped. You find Iver standing at the city walls, overlooking the fields outside. Dredger keeping their distance, but continue to gather. What are they gonna do? What is their plan? What happened here? Jesus. I am okay, Rogue. Iver cuts you off before you can say anything. You know he's been through wars. Just feels like someone should cut us a break every now and then. I agree. This is terrible. If we want to be standing a month from now, we are going to have to be prepared. Can we even live on foot? What if we live on foot? Probably we can't. We've done it before. Come on, Rock. Arberang. As we left Skogr, we're only halfway to Arberang. Halfway. And it was pretty difficult halfway. I'm so tired. It's the first time you ever heard Iver shown any kind of weakness. It hits you harder than it seems like it should. That's true. He didn't even say anything or like complain much when he literally lost his whole arm. Yeah, we are not the only one. First off, our clansmen need a place to stay. They will get torn to pieces out in the streets. I will keep an eye on the dredge up here. If they break through the walls, we are done for, so we will have to keep them back. But always use a hand with that. We need to know who is controlling what and make sure we get our cut. What's going to become scarce. And when they start building those ships, we are going to have to keep people away. What a dumb mess. I will do what I can. So I will seriously now gonna end up sitting here for a month trying to... Oh my god. That sounds... This is worrying me. I am worried, I am stressed, and I feel like this is not gonna end well for anybody. And all of my people are just gonna die or something. Iver explains, I'm leading attacks with Avind every time the dredge gets too close to the gates. Listen, we are going to lose fighters and war every day like this. I don't need to tell you what happens if nobody is manning this wall. You could always use help. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that none of those tasks will likely take a full day. Oh my god. Well, Okay. Okay. We need a safe place to stay. And we need to defend the walls. And we need supplies. And we need to help the dogs. I feel like helping out the dogs is like the lowest priority, kind of. I don't know. We also need to get some rest because everybody's injured and we only got here. I'm gonna be sick. Okay, He did say that the people need a place to stay. And this will probably cost me lives. The entire caravan has spread out in the streets where they are attracting attention. We could look for a public house, suggests Aled, like Frostwell. You figured that if you made camp in the open, you could at least keep everyone together. Or with people leaving the city recently, there might be abandoned houses you could squat in. Okay. I think I will go for the camp in open space to keep everyone together. Because we spent over 100 years on the road. So I figure we are more or less used to being, just camping. And I feel like in this kind of situation, I want to have everybody together, keeping an eye on each other, keeping everybody safe, not like spread out, because then I don't know what will happen if we are spread out. We've done well sticking together before, we don't need to change things now. Yeah, exactly. Your caravan sets up a camp as normal, and goes about their guard patrons as usual. Hopefully it keeps the people working together and in their element. Yeah, that's what I hope for. And I lost like so many people to that. Everything sucks. How injured are we all? My god. Okay, well now we have to deal with the wall, I think. Iver points out the dredge along the wall. There is a lot more of them, and they are getting braver, he says. We lost a fair number of fighters since yesterday. We could use your help if there is nobody left to defend the walls. One of your clansmen from the caravan finds you. We had a problem, he says. Lothers came round and scattered a bunch of people, raided some supplies. Some wounded, others we can't find. If you could find the time. That's like all of my supplies, pretty much. Is even anybody going to survive getting out of this stupid place? And it was one day. And almost 100 of people died in one day. Great. Can I put crime in the church and that will help with people not dying on the wall? Or should I just go... when I explode? I will help him. We've been a little more aggressive lately, says Iver. With their numbers going up, they don't take us seriously unless we are taking out 2 for everyone we lose. Okay. This should not be too bad, I guess. Ah, no. I like you guys. You're like that. I don't know. Do they wait for them? Okay. We'll wait for somebody to come closer, I guess. That's not closer whatsoever. How far your thing goes? Okay. At least I am damaging the biggest one first, so that's something. We'll start on that one. Okay, cool. My daughter has so much willpower. Ow. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That was a stupid thing to do. At least I'm doing some damage. Oh, is he doing his stupid thing? Now I have to take him down. I'm scared of this big one. I guess that's what magic good for. Ow. I need to stop this moron from doing his thing. Ow. Everything's a mess. I don't even know if I'm gonna win this fight. And then what? Great. That just makes everything worse. I didn't need another dude here. Is she actually down? She's actually down. God damn it. This is making me stressed. Okay, one less to deal with. And that should just take this one down completely, right? Or not. I was mistaken. Nice. That was lucky. This one has to have full health. Which makes me unhappy. Nice. Okay, that's a bit less worrying now. I have enough. Sure, I will get this one, seeing how he has the most hit points. Okay, almost done. No. Okay, wow. Just hit him with your stuff. Well, this could have gotten better, but it didn't go. Wasn't too bad, I guess. Just one more injured person. Amazing. I need to buy food before we move on. It's so expensive. I bought all the food. This is bad, says Edwin as Iver points across the battlefield. Aside from the fact that we're up to our necks in dredge, a stone singer showed up. If we don't deal with it, this war will come down by the end of the day. But I need to find supplies! There's a riot of the dogs. Alet runs up to you, out of breath. They're trying to smash up the boats. When you calm her down, she says the ravens are there, but she's worried that things could get out of hand. Okay, well, the ravens are there. What if he is making it sound like I need to urgently defend the wall right now? What if I just put him in the charge of defending the wall? Will that help? Look how many of them is there. That is a ridiculous amount of enemies, and it was 2 days. And we are supposed to sit here for 30? Are you kidding me? And I have no supply. Next day, I need to look for supplies, or their people will start starving to death. This is ridiculous. There is no way this can be actually done. How? Okay. I mean, he just literally told me that this war will go. Can I just have Ram do it and defend the wall? Should I risk it? What if they overrun us? Will the game just end? I don't know. Ram, you shout, calling around the war leader. This is your expertise. Are you willing? Ram is more than happy to switch off leading the charge, giving Iver a break between fights. He spends the rest of the day showing you complex war strategies to reduce losses. That still cost me a day. And people. This morning, says Iver, I seen him. Bellower's here. With the number of losses we've taken, I'm sure it won't be long now. Eowyn leans silently on his staff nearby. Well, I need to find supplies, because otherwise people will starve to death. I don't really have a chance, another option. I checked around, all Leif tells you, and nobody has food or they won't part with it for a fireplace. And our medicine has been gone for days. They are either gouging the prices or it's just plain gone. She doesn't say it, but you can tell that this is going to be a serious problem. I don't know. Will the ravens even tell me anything? Should I just go shake the places down? Once people start starving to death, that's it? What am I supposed to even do in that situation? I don't know. Let's just do that, I guess. You join Oddleif to the biggest meat halls, determined to make some sort of a deal. You can tell a few of them have food to spare, but the ample number of bodyguards hanging around make it clear they don't want to share. You can tell Oddleif is about to snap. This is not gonna work, but I don't want to fight. The amount of cajoling will change their minds, and you can feel Oddleif becoming more and more frustrated. Before she does something harsh, she decides to leave empty-handed. Great, I just wasted a day. And there is no supplies to buy anyway. Iver, you begin. Can we really keep this up? Iver looks like he hasn't slept for days. We've lost a lot of fighters, he mumbles. The weight of the situation is crushing. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns, it occurs to you. Avent appears at your side just as a long caravan of people come into view, Dredge turning to attack them. Who is that, you ask? Oh my god, is somebody actually coming to help? We lost over 100 people. I have gotten no food because I didn't want to fight. Which is just screwing me up time and time again. It can't be, says Avent. He runs towards the gate south, shouting, You see their banner? It's Hakon. Oh my god. Finally, some good news. He better helps us. As you wonder how they got here, the gates are heaved open, and you charge into the field, clearing a path through Dredge. That's at least some good news for once. Because there was no way we would survive a freaking month of... Oh, there is so many of them! Are you kidding me? How do you expect me to deal with this situation whatsoever? I'm gonna put you here, you will get hit by somebody. Just wait. Now just everybody gonna be injured. I'm not defeating all those people, there is no way. And you can't even... I don't know. Jesus. That hurt. Now they're just gonna get him down. Or maybe not yet. Okay, this will make it easier for other people now. He's still holding up somehow. I like when they damage their own people. That's always exciting. A tiny bit of respite for me, I suppose. That should also damage this one, right? Yay! Magic's powerful. I don't know what you can do with your head at this point. Like, move this to the way. You will have to walk back up. I kind of don't want to attack him, because if you do... If somebody... It's like my barricade blocking the other dudes from coming over, you know? Then I'm just gonna keep him there. Bye! It's my best strategy at this point. He's still full on health, mostly. Okay. It'll be easier to murder this one. And it kind of ruined everybody a bit too. Cool. Okay. This one shouldn't be able to reach anybody just yet. At least anybody... Okay. It was shaping to be way more scary fight than it is, but it might be not as bad as I thought. In fact, if I'm lucky... Okay. Go... Move closer. Should be fine. And get me this one down. Oh, he has full head. Okay. Better be mindful of that. Oh, don't do your stupid thing! I hate when they do that. I don't know if there is any way for me to even catch up to him. You go get this one to be less healthy. Okay, you can't reach there. You have low chances of getting this one down. No! So get rid of this one. There is nowhere for Rock to Warlock to be actually able to deal with the other dude. Great. The last thing I needed. I wonder if it gives me more renown to kill more enemies even if they were summoned. I would at least hope so I can get something out of it. Okay, just get this one down. Well, that's nice. At least I get something out of having another enemy summoned. I feel like with the way how my fights go in this game, if I was playing on the hard mode, there would be no way I would survive any of those fights. I am doing my best. But I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. I seriously There is rarely ever a time when I don't get at least one person injured. This is like, come on here. And I had fights when I had just everybody injured. And there is at least one fight that I lost. You know, she's here. Even though I didn't wait for her. I waited for her like for 4 days. But if she got here with Hakon, where was Hakon exactly? Somewhere else. Was there even an amount of time that she would catch up to me if I waited long enough? Ah. Can I even save the word? And for no one to die, I will just have to replay the game at this point. Because I lost like at least 3 companions at this point. I wasn't sure I will see you again, Awind. She smiles in the embrace. Awind is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she is real. She seems quite real to me. Her staff thing is more intense than yours. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Sighorn. I ran into problems. I waited for you for 4 days. And then my people starved. And it was also desperate times. Problem is, putting it lightly, there is a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. I know. I seen. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically filling out of it like blood from a wound. They are not coming from the north anymore. They are everywhere. That seemed to be a situation for a while. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Igwar. I think the others didn't. Hakon becomes quiet, then he motions towards Yuno. She got across somehow, found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Let's be damned. I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Well, I guess maybe she has some powerful magic at her side. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. Jesus. Hakon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Borsgard. That is a relief. Oh my god, that's so many people and so much supplies. That's actually more supplies than we need for 30 days. It's only 26 days now we need to stay here. Still, it's not gonna make those... How many people I lost? Like 100 between the clansmen and fighters and the war. That's still sad. If they only just showed up like few days earlier. Hakon joins you with his personal bodyguard Mogr. Behind him the prince Ludin. Oh, I didn't think about you at all since the last time I seen you. And his entourage are in tow, though looking less than pleased to be here. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Awind. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Awind power to hold back, but he does. Why am I so special? Where do you want to take me? She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We will return in 2 days, maybe less, if you are as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Not far, says Yuno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision for just a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you are needed. You can't find the words to argue. Okay, I'm sorry, but I was gonna go with her either way. Because she seems weirdly trustworthy. But now it sounds like she kind of messed with my brain to make sure I go. That wasn't necessary. I was already gonna go. Jesus. What the hell? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And that's like the smallest caravan ever. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind you now. She just like did something to my mind. You are alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing towards an enormous stone ahead. The hair on your back, on the back of your neck stand up. That sounds terrifying. And they seem to be so enamored with this stone that they are not even attacking us. Hi, Adrian. Yeah, it seems like there are like some super gigantic, important story things happening right now. So this is like definitely time to not be here. It seems like it's pretty minor story beats. Just a warning. As opposed to like, you know, some more random thing in between. Love you too. Thanks for dropping by. We are at the Godstone of Straths. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. Or are we like invisible or something to them? Or are they so enamored with this god? Is it their god? It's okay, you can speak softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Well, that's an assumption on your part. Yuno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. She has like a powerful magic of making people invisible. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That was a bit longer than 1 second. Yes. Yeah. To be more precise, they can see us, but I have convinced them to be unconcerned. She can like influence people's minds. That is pretty powerful magic, I feel like. I can understand your apprehension though. Well, who are you? I wish I had time for a proper introduction. My name is Yuno. I'm on the Mender Council. You've met Awind, my apprentice. Oh yeah, I guess she's like more powerful than him, clearly. How are you doing those things? Controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed ones. You are right, Menders do those things. She's also mendering with the brains, I guess. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother Fierce Creations. We are called Valka. I believe I'm the only one who can influence another's mind. And why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them, though even some Valka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and stealing a starving bear to stop being hungry. Yeah, I guess it's just very difficult. The truth is, we rarely a match for the Sundra anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sundra simply grow older and more powerful. I guess kind of like Warn are also like immortal, living forever. I guess that's why, yeah, they are like the most suited to fight them. Besides their gigantic size and a big amount of health they have. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. Aren't the gods dead though? So, can the gods even do anything if they are dead? What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Straths? Straths? Do you know this stone exists, even among those who have lived their whole lives in Borgard? While Dengr deals in fortune, Straths taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequences, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of the silver for some powerful magic. The god Stra is wielded by imaginary of silver weapons. The myths say he treated those weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Is that what the... My god. I gotta say, it eventually gets difficult to be talking for like 2 hours all the time. Is that why the gods are dead? Because they killed each other? Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Don't know why it's patiently. They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Straths. Do you think he made them? He like made the dredge, got the gods to kill each other, then the dredge can just go and destroy humanity for some reason? Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stra have some connection to do with that serpent in Aetherfall? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the Mender Libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. Yeah! That's an like randomly interesting thought to think about. Like, it's kind of like, even in real life, I'm like living in this world, and I have some general understanding of how everything works around me. But somewhere out there is some like quantum physician who is like doing crazy calculations and like has like some insane understanding of physics that's like beyond even my grasp. I sometimes, every now and then, I will like stumble through some science articles about like physics or like biology or chemistry on like space, and it's bonkers. Like I remember I think like one of the most recent one I happened to find was this like science article about physics, and the headline was something like physics proof that the universe is not locally real, which like sounds ridiculous. And then you have to like read it and understand what they mean by when they say that something is real, and what is like the universe, what it means that it's like locally real and all of this stuff. But it's like so long-winded and complicated, and half of it went over my head, and now I don't even remember anymore. So like, yeah. All of us just like mundane people living in this world when this world is so complicated and you can't even like imagine half of the stuff going on everywhere all the time. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. That's like, honestly, a very good quote. Almost makes me want to screenshot it. I screenshot it. Panda, nothing is real. Why didn't you take Awind or Hakon? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Awind must keep Borsgard from failing while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the toots of each person when I arrived at Borsgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Aled no matter what. Ah. My daughter is my lifeline. Let's get what we need and go. Indeed, we'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slide Bellower. Who's gonna shot the arrow, my daughter? Or me? Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Yuna gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. Well, that sounds like you are about to tell me that there is some gigantic, terrible price to pay that nobody will be happy about, and I'm gonna be stressed and upset about, but I will just have to do what you want me to do, or otherwise everybody's just gonna die again. The arrow will not kill Bellower, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weakness. What's even like the point, like, how demotivating that is? What's even the point of like fighting the enemy if the enemy literally cannot be killed in any way? And I thought we were just establishing that Dredge are kind of like people too and have babies and stuff. Where do Bellower comes into that? Does Bellower has a baby? An infant? Can he have a baby? I still don't exactly understand how they exactly work. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. Damn. That's like some advanced level of like mind magic. Just like will it into existence. Believe so strongly into something that it just becomes real. You are going to trick him into thinking he is dead. That is the most insane. He really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he is not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. I mean, would you be upset? Imagine you thought you died, and then you wake up, turns out you didn't die. Wouldn't you be at least kind of happy and relieved to not be dead? I feel like I would be. Like, oh hey, I'm actually fine. I mean, I guess it's kind of sucks about all the lost time when you were thinking you are dead. I mean, I don't even know how would your brain work at the time when you are believing that you are dead. Like, if you believe you are dead for like 10 years, as the Bellower, are you just gonna kind of dream afterlife? I don't know. First, we must make the arrow, focus on the task at hand. But I most definitely trust her expertise on this, and I'm not telling anybody. I want this plan to succeed. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for it to start climbing. Rogue, I'm not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop. So be careful. I mean, I would hope so. I don't even know if you can really do one of those things. You would need to probably like kind of get him to like stop moving or something to try to, I guess you would like collapse a mountain on him or something. Or throw him into like cement. I don't know if they know how to make cement yet. Well, her arrow idea seems good enough to me. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno influence. Panic races through your blood. Okay, well, let's try to not be rash. Let's just find a better place. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of dredge lined up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dredge do not react. I feel like that would be so stressful. Like, I would like explode from stress. I don't know how he is doing it. I'm amazed and impressed. Do you need more? Is that enough? Should I look for another piece? Is that a bad idea? They didn't react. One more? While you are here, you glance quickly around to see if there is any more low-hanging fruit. You are able to pry away another, smaller piece of silver ore before your nerves give out. Okay, sounds like that went well. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back to the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. I don't blame you. That sounds stressful, like I don't even know what. You approach the gates of Borsgard again, relieved that they are still standing. It looks like they took a beating when you are gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Yuno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you are done. Oh my god. All of that was so intense. But I kind of feel like now every time I play this game is just intense by this point. I think that the last time when it wasn't intense, it was when we just started and we were moving around with the... what was his name? Ubin? I forgot. With the tax collector. That was less intense. But since then, everything is just stress all the time. Okay. Well, this went for a while, this stream. So I think we're just gonna end it for now, as it seems like a good enough stopping point before more bullshit happens, as it always tends to happen. Where is my screen? Yay! Wonderful. I am still sad about like 100 or so people dying, but could be worse, I suppose. Could be better. I wonder if I am slowly learning to make a bit better decisions than before. Probably not. And that game is putting me through a lot all the time. But I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, so I probably shouldn't complain. I don't know at this point, and like, I can't believe how many ridiculous things people are doing. That mother person, the king from the last time, like, come on. I am so not impressed with some attitudes over here. Like, I don't know, be nicer to each other. Can we not, like, all band together to deal with this issue? Well, the Yuno plan sounds pretty interesting. I wonder what will come out of that. How long is she expecting the trickery to work? Like, she didn't actually set any dates when you think about it. She was like, oh, he will believe he is dead. But like, for how long? A week? 2 weeks? A year? 10 years? 1,000 years? How long? Because, you know, if he just wakes up after a day, that's kind of useless. But I assume we are talking about like a number of days here. So a years, number of years at the minimum. So yeah. I need to go eat something. And thank you for following me. I appreciate that. That's very nice. I made a new friend. This is what suffering on the live stream gets you. New friends. It's very much worth it. So, just for the information, I play Banner Saga on every Wednesday, starting at 1 p.m. usually. So we are gonna be back with more Banner Saga next week. And on Saturdays at like 11:30 a.m. I mean Pacific time also. I was a teenage exocolonist, which honestly is another emotional wrecking game, to be fair. So that's what I can offer. And besides all of that, I also have a YouTube channel where I keep all my past streams, so they don't just like disappear into nothingness. So here is the link to that if you are interested in seeing my past suffering and bad life choices and terrible fights in the Banner Saga. I think on the Banner Saga it's actually up to date. The last stream I posted was the 7th one, yeah, and this is 8th one. So the everything is there. So yay. Okay. I think that's all I have to say. Oh yeah, we should write Mia. Mia is streaming. And that's like my basic grading person. Uh okay. I'm starting it. Thank you again. Love you all. Thanks for being with me. It's nice. Bye.